Hello everyone, this is Ashrit from Learn Digital Academy. So last few classes we are working on tools, shapes, colors and all. So in this session also we'll discuss on few more tools. The next tool is a brush tool. So in the tools panel you can see the brush symbol, that is paint brush tool. Just select that. So normally whenever you guys are doing any painting in normal Windows Paint and all, in the same way here also you guys can paint. So just you need to brush it. So you can see now it is in a black color. So if you want to change the color, so here we have an option in the stroke. So whatever color you need, choose. So then brush it. So if you want to increase the thickness of a brush tip, so very simple, go to selection tool, select that object or select that area which you have brushed, increase the stroke size. So that's it. So pretty simple, pretty clear. So then you can see already my stroke value is 5, the brush tip is more bigger. So if you keep on increasing, your brush size will keep on increasing. Whatever color you need, you can use. So and the next one is blob brush. So there is a small difference between normal brush and blob brush. So just I'm brushing over here. Go for selection tool. Just select that blob brushed area. So here you can see now it is in fill option. A normal brush will be in stroke option. So if you want to play with the brushes, you can use blob brush also, you can use normal brush also. This is our brush tool. So let's delete the things. So and the next one is a very simple one, shape tool, pencil tool, smooth, path eraser and join tool. So shape tool, for example, if you want to draw any shape, for example I want to draw one square, means just draw like this, you will get a shape. You can see square, rectangle, you no need to draw any shapes with the help of shape only. So if you want to create a circle, just draw it like this, so you will get ellipse or a circle. You can see, so now this thing ellipse, you can see. So just you need to draw with the help of shape tool. The next one is pencil tool. Normally you guys know what is pencil. So here also the pencil will work as same. So but only you can change stroke color. There is no fill option over here. So with the help of pencil you can draw whatever things you need. Sharp also you can draw. Smooth surface also you can draw. So smooth tool is there. So what is smooth tool? So just zoom into some particular area. So here you can see this edge is completely sharp. If you want to make that sharp edge to smooth, so with the help of smooth tool you can do that. So select the smooth tool. So just drag it on that area. So just drag on the surface. So you can see the changes over here. So this is our smooth tool. So each and individual time this may not help you. So but in some times if you need really you can use this smooth tool. So next one is path eraser tool. So name itself specifying path eraser. So path eraser means the things which we have created with the help of brush or pen tool, we call that one as path. So for example I am erasing over here, just erase over here. So you can see this area erased. So now if you want to erase over here, so like this. So exactly you need to erase in particular places only. So just you can erase. So now with the help of selection tool, you can move individual pieces. So because we erased few path, so that means disconnection between a continuity path. So you can use path eraser also. So then join is there. So what is join tool? So from here to here I want to join means just draw a line. So that is join. So over here. So if the surface is very near, you can join it easily. Otherwise, it's very difficult to join the things. So if it is in a different angle or if it is in a different direction, also sometime it will not join. So at that time, what you need to do? So you need to place the object very near, and then just you need to brush. So now in this area you can't able to join, so it's not even joining. So why? Because with the help of eraser, that is path eraser, we erased this path over here. So in this case we have different option to join. So how? So I will show you. So use the direct selection tool, select both the points, right click and click join. So now you can see these points are joined. So you can use join tool also, otherwise you can go with right click join option also. So then the next one is eraser tool. So you can see what is eraser. So normal life, you guys know what is eraser. Here also the eraser will work as exactly same, just you need to erase. So from which direction you want to erase. So you can see currently if I'm erasing, it's not even working for the things. So if you erase a path, so is it working? So no. So why it's not working means whatever things we created, this all are not our basic shapes. So this one, with the help of shape tool we have drawn. So to use the eraser, so always you need to use your normal shapes. So now use eraser, you can see. So after erasing, you can move individual pieces also. So then you can change a color of individual blocks also. So this is our eraser tool. So then the next one is scissor tool. So just I'm drawing one new box. So normally what scissor we are using. So what is the purpose of scissor? So scissor means exactly you need two different points to cut from one end to other end. That means one starting point and one ending point we need. So scissor, so this point and again exactly opposite point. So just I cut it from edge to edge. So then select and move. So only if you have a point, then only you can use scissor tool. So if you want to divide any object, you can use scissor tool. So then the next one is knife tool. Knife is like random. However you will move, you will get individual cuts, individual blocks. So in this area, it's not working because my selected area is this one. So don't select anything, just brush it like this. So now you can see. So however I'm brushing or however I'm dragging, so each and individual pieces, there will be cutting edges. So now this is my active object. So that's why only it is working on this. So in the right hand side, whatever you are doing, it's not even working. So because this is my active object. So once the things are done, so just you can check. So each and individual blocks are cutted. So that means each and individual pieces you can do changes. You can do some color changes also. You can play with different blocks also. So this is our knife tool. So you can play with all these things one by one. Once you started your any designing, so you will get some idea what is the main purpose of this kind of things and all. And the next one is rotation tool and reflect tool. What is the main use of rotation tool and reflect tool? So for example, here you can see one box over here. So one box, an object or any shape. So if you select that object, if you move your cursor towards any corner, you will get automatically a rotation option. So but you can observe one thing, the object or a shape is rotating from the middle of the selection. That means exactly center of your shape. So if you want to move your axis point, that means pivot point or center anchor point, so always you need to use rotate tool. So currently you can see both are in same color. Just a minute, I will change the color so it will be easier. So now you can see one red point over here. So that is your center of axis. So if I change it to this point and if I rotate it, you can see the rotation point is this. So if you click over here, so now the rotation angle and the rotation point is this. If you click over here, so now the rotation point is over here. So if you want to change your rotation points, so that means anchor points, so you need to use rotation tool. So again the reflection tool also same. Click, so you can reflect. So click, so you can reflect. So in which direction you need, you can exactly reflect. So each and individual time it will not help you guys. So if you need directly, if you want to do any reflections, select the object, right click. In transform we have all the objects, so move, rotate, reflect, scale, shear. So you can play with these options. So then the next one is here we have scale. So just now we discussed on scale. So but if you are using this scale, so click. So this is our point. From this area it will scale. If you click over here, now this will be the constant point. If you scale it from that area, you can scale. Maybe horizontal also, maybe vertical also, you can scale. So in the same way, shear tool. So click, so just bend. So you can tilt. So wherever you are clicking, that point will be the constant point. So other 3 points you can move easily. So then the next one is reshape. So click. So reshape will work only whenever you are working with some path. So currently a path means if you are drawing anything with the help of pen tool, we call it as path. So reshape, use the reshape. So click, you can see I'm reshaping it. Wherever you want to reshape, just you need to click and drag that particular point or particular line segment. So wherever you need, you can click and drag. So if you are clicking over here, in between you will get one point. So you can see that is reshape tool. So these are all the tools where you can do a lot more fun. You can do a lot more design also. So once you started designing, you will explore more. You will do a lot more experiment on this things. So then one more tool we'll discuss, that is transform tool. So one is free transform tool. Normally you know of free transform. So just if you draw, if you select any object, directly you can transform from one place to another place. The same thing, a transform will work over there. So if you need, you can use that, otherwise directly you can use. So if you select that free transform, so you will get a point over here. So you can change and you can transform from one point to another point. So if you move your cursor towards corner, you can see the rescaling option. So, and also the rotation option you will get. So with axis point, that means with the center point or anchor point, you can rescale and you can rotate also. So if you want to use in this method, you can rescale, you can rotate your shapes with the help of these options also. So fine. So then what are the next thing we need to discuss? Which are the main tools we need to discuss? So one more tool we have, that one we call it as width tool. So here you can see this one, you call it as width tool. Inside width tool there are a lot more sub tools are there. Warp, twirl, pucker, blot, scallop, crystallize and wrinkle tool. So if you need, you can go with any of these tools to create your designs. The first one is width tool. So what is the main use of width tool? For example, I have created one line over here. So just I want to use a normal color. I don't want to use fill color. So here you can see a path. So path from starting to ending, it is in a single thickness. So if you increase with the help of stroke also, you can see the single thickness over here. So if you want to change the thickness in particular point, always you need to use width tool. So click and drag. So you can see a different path over here. So in wherever you want to change the things, so just what you need to do, you need to click and drag that point. So that is the main use of width tool. So you can increase and decrease the size of your path. So then the next one is warp tool. So fill the color for this one. So you can see. So then use a tool. So here you can see this is your brush size. So just you can do some random designs. That means shape, expand you can do. So like if you brush in some areas, automatically you can see the shape is expanding. So if you want to play with brush sizes, so double click on that. you will get a same brush or same selected tool settings over here. So in how much you need, you can do the settings. Width, height means it is a brush dimensions, you can play. For all the tools you will get same thing. Then twirl tool, so you can twirl like this. So one is clockwise and one is counterclockwise. Here you have an option 40 degree. So if you click or if you change it to minus 40 degree, so you will get in reverse direction. You can see that is twirl tool. So like this you can create fantasy characters or cartoon characters like this. So then if you add a head over here, this part will be looks like a hand and this part will be look like a leg. So you can play with these things. So then Pooker, so use a Pooker, you can see some designs. So each and individual things, once you start using the brushes, you will able to identify. Then blot. So again, if you want to move this, if you want to make this part bulge, you can use blot. So Puka means it will be like completely single point. It will work with a single point. Blot means it will give you a bulginess for the selected part. Then scallop. So you can play with scallop also, you can see. So it's taking all the points for single position. So like spike kind of things, you can see this part sharp, 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 sharp edges you will get. So then crystallize, again it is giving in opposite direction. This one will take you to the inner part and this one will take you to the outer part. So wherever you will click, you will get this kind of properties. So then a wrinkle. So if you want to create a wrinkles for any surface, for any shapes, you can use the wrinkles. So whenever you are creating some designs for design backgrounds, you can use this kind of things. So whenever we are creating some designs and all, these tools are very important. So if you want to create this kind of effects and all with the help of pen tool, it is very difficult to draw each and individual pieces. So instead of that, you guys can use all these tools. So don't forget the tools. Remember all the tools. Day by day, we are learning new things. So make sure that you are practicing according to all the tools and according to your required designs. I hope the session was informative. We'll catch up in the next session.